All right, so I've just begun my hike to Mount Isolation, one of the New Hampshire 4,000 foot peaks. So I started at the Rocky Branch trailhead, so I'm taking the Rocky Branch Trail to the Isolation Trail to the Davis Path. That will be about 7.5 miles, and from that point I may return the same way, which would make it like about a 14 or 15 mile day, or I might continue along the Davis Path to make a loop with the stairs, Col Trail, and Rocky Branch Trail. We'll see how what time it is when I get to Mount Isolation. So I've come about 2 miles so far. This sign tells me that I've arrived in the Dry River Wilderness. Mostly uphill so far, just did a little bit of a flat section. All right, after I crossed that creek, I just turned right onto the Isolation Trail. So we've come about 3.9 miles from the parking lot. We'll be heading a little bit on this Isolation Trail, which should meet up with the Davis Path. But for now, it's kind of going right along the creek, the river. So not too long ago, I turned left onto the Davis Path, and I have not too far to go to Mount Isolation. This is what a lot of the trail has been like, very swampy and wet for a lot of the hike today. This is the first spot where I got a view here, up here in Mount Washington, and looks like we're getting close to the Mount Isolation peak. So I decided to continue on the Davis Path, so just makes this going to be a long hike, over 22 miles. Hopefully I get it done before it's dark. So this is basically near the summit of Mount Davis. So over here, the big peak in the background is Mount Washington. One of the smaller ones in the foreground is Mount Isolation, where I just came from. And I have reached Stayers Mountain. This is a really cool spot. All right, I am on the Stairs Col Trail. So got a long way to go. Somewhere around 3:30ish, and probably got over 8 miles to go maybe more. So it's gonna be tight getting back to the car before it gets dark. All right, so I just turned left onto the Rocky Branch Trail, which will be following the river here. This means I have about 7.8 miles to go. It's getting close to 4 o'clock. So, and also, like, it's just started getting a little bit of drizzle, so that's not a positive sign. I thought it was supposed to not rain until later tonight. But we're gonna keep on moving. Sorry for the lack of videos. I had to turn my phone off because it was dying, and I thought I might need it for navigation purposes, but as you can see, I got the headlamp out. Last 3 miles or so in the dark and rain and fog, but I made it back to my car and now looking to get something to eat.